They unexpected in a very good way. Brianna Whitney's in our newsroom tonight to share their story. Brianna.
Yeah, Jared, very special here. For decades, Felix Padilla knew his cousin was killed in the Korean War, but his remains were never found and identified. So there was a flood of emotions when Felix was watching our newscast this morning and saw a familiar picture that made his heart skip a beat.
Cotton. Water slide. And then the water slide too.
Family first, now and always.
Let me see. Here, say it.
Say it. Piñata.
Piñata.
That's how Felix Padilla has always lived his life. But there's been somebody missing.
The picture I have of my cousin and my mom gave me, I always kept it.
72 years ago, in 1950, his 19-year-old cousin was killed in the Korean War, his body not recovered for some time, and his remains never identified. But Felix held tight to that picture, expecting that's all he would ever have. Well, that all changed this morning while he watched the news on Arizona's Family.
I had goosebumps in my arms, and it says, "That's my cousin."
Through dental records and DNA technology, his cousin was finally identified. His remains have been flown all over the world, but now he'll properly be laid to rest at home at the South Lawn Cemetery in Tucson.
Reading his bio, you know, he received a Purple Heart, received so many awards. It felt so good just to learn they found his remains after all these years.
Turns out Felix is the only other member of their family to have served in the military too, and their connection and bond goes even deeper than that.
And it says, why did you name Felix? You know, because that was my cousin's name that got killed during the war. It says, what war? I was a kid. She said, in Korea. Honestly, I think my cousin was there with me, protecting me all to this time during the Vietnam War.
Private Felix M. Yanez, namesake for Felix Padilla.
Now we know he's safe. Now we know he can rest in peace and be with us, with the family itself. Even before, right?
A feeling of pride and honor. For a family that is now finally complete.
You used to say, the soldiers, you know, boots on the ground, stand tall, stand straight, never give up, you know, and he never gave up.
How cool is that for this family? His cousin's burial is scheduled for Saturday, September 3rd down in Tucson. Felix says he plans to be there and is now thankful to have much more than just a picture. He can now go visit his cousin at his gravesite. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate them watching, Brianna, and we appreciate them sharing their family's special story with us tonight. Thanks so much. More ahead at 9, new details on the push from one bipartisan